Okay.
Yo, yo,
Welcome to
yo.
the fourth episode of Poetic Digest. I am a poet. Ray, lay down the truth.
I'm Kaiserific.
I am a Martian and I am 16 bars.
What's up? It's your girl Lightning.
Our special guest, yes. She's going to spit a poem for us later, and we're going to dissect it.
Yeah. So what's going on, everybody?
Oh,
Man, I can't complain. I feel pretty good.
What's up? What's up?
Yeah.
Me too. Blessed and highly favored. I'm so
We
excited
missed you
about
last week.
lightning.
Oh, man.
That's
Y'all
the
missed me
question.
last week?
Good to see lightning in the building.
Thank you.
I was getting
Thank
that
you.
bread.
The queens of poetry.
What do you got going on?
Me?
Yeah, everybody. What y'all got going on?
I ain't got nothing.
Well, I'll let
going on
Lightning
now.
speak first, and she
Yeah.
is,
Facts.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't have anything going on right now at present, but if I do have anything going on, I will definitely let you know.
Okay,
That's what's
how can we
up.
follow you? Can we follow you? How?
Yes, definitely. Poet Lightning, LIGHTNING. Instagram is lightning_strikes2. But if you just Google Poet Lightning, I
Yeah.
pop up.
Thank you.
And she's dope, you guys.
Yes,
I don't
very,
know.
very
She's
dope.
dope. I remember when I seen her the first time, I was like, who is that? And then I didn't see her again for a long time, so I'm excited to see her.
Thank you. Thank you.
We having a little bit bad weather. pretty fast car.
Purify yourself.
You might be able to probably
in the
I
words
drive
of
pretty fast.
LakeMinnetalker.com.
But no, you can catch me on Facebook. You can look up Poet 16, and then it should pull me up under my government. I ain't telling y'all my government. Yeah, I can pull me up under Poet 16, and y'all see my government.
His real name is Prince.
Exactly. Ain't that right, Michael
Run
Jackson?
DMC.
That's right. Purify yourself. Waters of Lake Minnetonka.
Man,
How we find you, sorry?
go moonwalk backwards in prison. That was funny.
Wow.
If you think about it.
Only if you stand under the cherry moon.
We're talking to the same guy who likes to run butt naked backwards through a cornfield. Think about that.
See, this is why we going on December 3rd.
But anyway,
So,
can't wait.
they can find me on Facebook, Instagram, wherever, Kaiserific, spelled Kaise, 2 R's, IFIC. So,
and you know you found him if you see the picture of the guy with the blue jeans on with the butt cheeks cut out.
Pretty certain I spell it wrong
Sure, homie.
almost every time. Oh,
I mean,
that's
Prince is my
lovely.
cat, but you stole his pants at the concert.
I did not.
Liar, liar,
No such
pants on
thing.
fire, pants.
Anyways, you can find me on Facebook at Raylay, Raelay, and then on Instagram at Raylay Down the Truth. Yep. Oh, TikTok too. Oh, because I be putting down some TikTok videos. Y'all don't even
I've
know.
been watching TikTok
I be
videos
on
all day
TikTok.
today laughing.
At Ray_lay down the truth. Yeah, follow me on there. I be putting all
so-
stuff.
Who wants to dissect, who want to do the first poem that we can dissect?
Guess I'll do it. It's pretty, I mean, this is... Yeah.
16
This is from Khalil's book, which is
Twisted
also
Poet.
the Twisted
Twisted
Poet, whatever, Twisted Poet, for black boys who considered homicide when the rainbow is not enough. Damn, Khalil, nice book, but confusion. Walking in circles in my four-cornered room, standing in my winter garden with no flowers in bloom, stuck in traffic with no cars in sight, stirring through the daylight, searching for the night, dancing to the music only I can hear. You seem so close, but yet you're not near. Maybe she's at the door.
Cass, is that
In
you?
my world of pain and seclusion, I only know peace when there's confusion. I thought that was pretty deep.
Yes. He
No,
always got some
because I
good,
can't
nice-
snap my fingers. I don't want to hurt. I can't do it. I got too much oil on my skin or something.
Oh,
That's what I'm gonna blame it on.
So, all right, since I got our guest in the building, like, what you think about that?
well, Khalil's dope, Twisted Poet. He always has a different perspective on things, you know, and if you listen to his wordplay, you know, he's really delivering a powerful message, so that was dope.
Me? I loved it because this reminds me of Twisted in a sense of just how twisted this piece is. He said, walking in circles in my four-quarter room, standing in my winter garden with no flowers in bloom. Because when I'm like, why are you in a winter garden in the first place? But then you keep reading, it's like, okay, everything is twisted like that, everything flips like that from being stuck in traffic with no cars in sight. You know how you stuck in traffic with no cars in sight? That's confusion.
Okay.
Kaiserific, what do you think? Real?
It's a classic Twisted Poet poem.
Exactly.
Man got words.
Yeah.
He's real deep, and he expresses all the way from the beginning to the end. Dope status, dope piece, dope everything. So.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
I
how we do
love
it.
poetry, and this
Twist
is why, you know, because you get to see people's individual expressions. It's cool to just how different people's minds work, you know, and how they can just paint a picture for you in their own expression. And he does a great job of it. I love it.
All right.
Rock on.
So we got lightning in the building, so lightning. How you been feeling for the most?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
I mean, going back from when I remember you to now, totally different evolution of you, who you are. You are a queen of poetry. You are a legend. You are a goddess. You know, I can think of all the memories I got, but I know this dude right here, 16, bars, can go back even further.
I just met about 2 weeks ago.
You heard.
2 weeks ago, and
Actually, it was at band camp.
you know that one time in band
Hey,
camp.
right, that's right where my mind went. He's like, I might call 16 boys for nothing. Just kidding.
I got a question for Lightning. What is probably your own personal favorite piece of yours? And before you answer that, favorite piece from any poet?
Okay. My favorite piece of mine, I guess I got a couple. No, it's fine.
Let her think.
I love my intro, how I introduce myself. It really introduces me, you know. The type of person that I am, I'm one that exudes confidence in all that I do. So that opening piece identifies that a confident sister is on the mic. You need to pay attention. And I've also loved doing that piece because I've performed in a multitude of settings of, you know, bars and churches and I've performed everywhere. And I've been in sets where poetry wasn't really recognized. You know, it was a sports bar. They were there to watch basketball, and all of a sudden there was a poetry night there. And, you know, as soon as I say my aura demands respect, I don't care who's talking, what noise was existing, it's a moment of silence, like, who the hell is that? And she don't even have a microphone. She's loud. Her voice projects. So that just causes people to pay attention. So my intro is definitely one of my favorites. And another one of my favorites is when I wrote Ordinary Woman Doing Extraordinary Things. Because that I mentioned several women in history that some people, of course, are very knowledgeable about, and then you have some that are not. So to hear it in a poetic flow, you can recognize what I'm saying, and then go back and like, oh yeah, you know, yeah, oh that's right, she did, okay. And for people, so it's also, you know, educational at the same time, you know, it's information.
Right. I guess one of my favorite from you is the one with all the video games.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that piece, that was and I always kind of tell the preamp before I perform it. I was at an event and I had performed, and this woman came up to me, and I don't know this woman to this day, but she came up to me and she was like very like excited, and she was like, Lightning, you know what I love about you? And I was like, you know, what? You know, and she was like, it's your words and it's your delivery. And this is how she was talking. And I was like, okay, thank you. She was like, no, I don't think you understand. It's your words and it's your delivery. And I was like, thank you. But I'm thinking, this person is a little touched. You know what I'm saying? Just how she was demonstrating. But I left there. You know how you go to some events and somebody will say a catchphrase and you catch yourself like saying it later. I literally, that whole night, kept hearing your words and your delivery, your words and your delivery. So the very next day, I had jury duty. So I was at jury duty. It was my first time at jury duty at that. So I didn't really know what to expect. But people were like, bring your laptop, bring crossword puzzles and stuff. So I'm at jury duty. I got a notebook. And again, all I keep hearing is this lady saying, it's your words and it's your delivery, you know. And as I'm writing, I wrote my words and my delivery, and then all of a sudden Mortal Kombat rolled off. And I was like, where does Mortal Kombat come from? And I literally just started thinking on my own of all type of video games, like the names of video games, the fact that Mortal Kombat rolled off. I was like, I'm going to describe me in video games. You know, like I'm going to make a piece with video games. I'm like, that's going to be dope. So even while I'm sitting there amongst people for jury duty, I was like, name some video games. So people were like, because I was like literally writing it in jury duty. So dude was like, it was a guy sitting across from me, and he was like, I was kind of silently spitting it to him, and he was like, oh, you cold, and don't forget, whatever you do, don't forget Donkey Kong. And I was like, got it. So it was just like a very fun and exciting piece when I wrote that. Yeah.
That's a popular piece.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, going back in time with you, you got a journey.
Thank you. Yeah, and I do. And a lot of people, I don't know a lot of people if they really know the history. They just they know I'm Lightning, But when I first actually hit the scene, I was a part of a duo. I had been writing from a young child. I was writing poetry at 10 years old, or actually not even poetry. It wasn't even poetry. I was writing hip hop. I used to be a hip hop artist, and I was known as ICK. ICK. So I did that in high school, actually. So I used to rap. I used to have positive rap, and so I started writing at a young age. So as I got older, went to college and everything, then it was like people were going to these poetry events or whatever. So my best friend at the time was another sister that did poetry. She used to write but never perform. So every Sunday we used to go to, these brothers of ours had a catering business, and we would go to their spot and we would perform at the catering shop. So they would why don't you guys ever, y'all don't see y'all at the open mics, and why aren't y'all out there? Like, y'all are cold, and we were like, well, we don't really have a name, and, we don't really go to the open mic. He's like, are you guys not going because you don't have a name? I'm gonna name y'all right now. Y'all finna get named right now. All you need is a name. And we were like, yeah, we'll go, but we need a name. And he was like, Thunder and Lightning. And we was like, and it just, even though it was like our personalities, everything matched. Like, she truly was Thunder, I truly was Lightning, so we actually were writing duetic pieces. So we hit the scene performing together, like interactive poetry, so that's how it all began.
That's actually how I met them.
Yeah, that's how we met.
That's so dope.
So dope.
And how old were you when that occurred?
21.
Wow.
Yeah, 21.
Just now turning 25, so.
Yeah. It was 2 weeks ago. I've been doing this 2 weeks.
Right. He met you 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Ooh, you got some accomplishments in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's what's up. How you get it?
So.
Oh, you did mention your piece by another poet or writer.
Okay. See, I got so many.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna be a problem.
It's so many.
Three.
It's so three. My favorite piece of yours.
It don't have to be from me.
Well, you were one of my favorites. So I like 25 to Life, how you put that all together and how that comes together. And I also like how you kind of merged it over time with other pieces. So I like that a lot. Shay, I love Patiently Waiting. She keeps trying to bury the piece and say that it's over with, but I'm like, you don't put it to sleep. That's one of my favorites.
Can't put it to sleep. It's gonna heal somebody.
Yeah. And absolutely anything by Misinterpretation. She is themom.com. And for as the new talent on the surface, T-Spirit. I love her energy. I love her words. I love that she is so transparent. And, I vibe with genuine people. I don't do fake. I don't like fake. I stay away from fake. If your energy is not right, I can't do it. It's just, it's nasty. It's nasty. And And I can speak to you, hey, but I will not be at the table with you. You know, like I'm just not. You know, you got some people out here that's fake. You know, and they're genuinely fake. They're just as crazy as it is. They're genuinely fake. They're consistently fake.
Yeah.
That's not me. You know, I've never been that one that smiles in your face and like hate you behind your back. If I hate, and I'm not one that will say something and then come back and well he said, she said, and that said. I'm gonna tell you exactly. No, let me tell you exactly what I said. You know, I wasn't hiding it from you. You just wasn't in that conversation. But if you want to know what I said, this is what I said, whether it's good, bad, or ugly. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always accountable for my actions, whatever they are.
Good thing to be.
Well, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back, and we're going to let Lightning do one of her pieces. We'll be back shortly.
I gotta clear my throat.
Let
We'll
me
be back
clear
shortly.
my throat.
That you bleach to get like the white man? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet? Who taught you to hate your own kind?
Every 365 days I think about love, life, and matter. How I work with some of these tired ass crackers. The same crackers walking around talking under their breath saying that black lives don't matter. How the fuck can you smile in my face when you really hate my race? It's my people that make up this country's face. I'm who you tune down to. I'm music you listen to. Our sex is the best. That's why some of y'all women left a condom for a Terrence. And my brothers, fuck the shit out your women making this shit transparent. And you get with my woman too because the pussy's good and that's apparent. Fuck that. Every 365 days I think about love, life, and matter. Nobody's preaching no more about world peace. More destruction is happening in the streets. I'm tired of seeing my people being abused by the police. Where is the love that conquers hate? Where are my people that walk in spiritual faith? And not the ones that have their religious convictions. Continue to kill one another has become a daily addiction. We are at ends with lost soul. Lives gone every day at a cost. Politicians making the subject small talk, and they don't even know our name. But we point the finger to blame. So who's gonna come up with a solution? Fuck that. Every 365 days I think about love, life, and matter. What happened to real love? People base love off reality TV. Scripted love is now the new in thing. Relationships spread all over social media. Romance is now a faded idea. People pretend to like you for me. Spend a little time with you talking up lies. When the night is over, booty calls never die. And the story of true love and relationships are files classified. Fuck that. Every 365 days I think about love, life, and matter. I'm living this poetry life, my life. I'm claiming this life. So when these jokers try to crack me, I remind them they can't break me. Cause none of them made me. Nor can they take credit for me. I don't give a fuck if you ain't feeling me. This is Kaiserific in full effect. Also known as Mr. IDGAF. I walk high to the sky as I say, fuck that.
Welcome back to Play Digest. Kaiserific. Got Rayleigh, got 16, our guest is Lightning. And we were just sitting there talking about Lightning's origin of her background, how she became who she was. And
Who she is.
well, yes, there you go. Thank you.
Was
Right.
Talking about from the past to who you are now. You know what I'm saying?
Who she is.
She is. If she is, we is.
I gotta mess with you, bro. And you hear all that smacking, that's Kaiserific.
Eating candy and shit.
You know, I'm gonna leave that for the verse for the battle. So yeah.
Okay.
So Lightning, can you do one of your special pieces for us tonight?
Sure.
Don't include me.
Don't include him.
Yeah.
Hater.
I try to get through It's Not a Game, because when I came to Tuesday Up in Smoke, I couldn't get it out because this one. What I do?
Distraction.
My words and my delivery is like Mortal Kombat. See, you're living in a house of Resident Evil, and it's my call to duty to eat you like Pac-Man, shoot you like Centipede. Have you engaged in this modern warfare we call poetry? I'm lightning, so your need for speed is very necessary. I don't claim to be the best, but I'm good at what I do. I'm captivating like a Final Fantasy. My words penetrate like a hitman from Assassin's Creed. My capabilities are endless, making plays like Madden, hitting home runs, because I'm in the major league. I'm not conceited like the prima donnas in the NBA Live, but I'm tougher than a street fighter, faster than an agent in Splinter Cell. My wordplay will have you left for dead. I'm Scarface, and the Godfather has sanctioned your execution. So be a good fellow like Mario Brothers. Don't think you bulletproof on a mission in Grand Theft Auto. Poetry is an uncharted battlefield. Some of us have halos, but most of us just carry a pen. Like a soldier carries his ammunition in gears of war. My words penetrate your heart like an arrow shot from Zelda. Have you caught up in a web like Spider-Man, infiltrating your soul like Tomb Raider? Did you really think your test drive would be unlimited? So get your ping pong Donkey Kong and join the Saints Row. You're no Mega Man, more like one of my X-Men, fiending for more. I'm on a mission impossible like 007 trying to convince the masses that I got the game on lock like Reebok. I'm classic.
Yes.
Snap, snap, snap,
Yeah,
snap,
yeah.
snap, snap, snap,
That
snap.
piece dope. Yeah.
So we gotta get Cassius on the phone so he can answer a few questions for you.
Yep. But I'm glad she did that piece because we already dissected it, or you dissected it for us. So yeah, get Cassius on the phone. Come on, Cassius.
Yeah, so we're gonna get Cassius on the phone.
Then after Cassius gets done asking her questions, we're gonna have Kaiserific spit a piece to be dissected. Actually, we're not gonna have Kaiserific. We're gonna have Ray. We're gonna have Ray be the last.
Please.
We're gonna have Ray go. Then we'll have Kaiserific last because he's the butt.
Oh my God.
It's still Kaiserific's piece
Y'all
of his
clowns.
book, so
Oh, you're
gonna
gonna
get
get a piece out
double
of his book?
dose.
Well then, no, we're not having it at all. Then we're gonna end the show right after Lightning's
Double
done
fucking
talking to
dose.
Cash.
Oh wow. So,
Is the answer?
not yet. I ain't calling you. So,
How long ago did you write that piece?
What ain't man? That's one of y'all.
I know.
That's not me. That's one of your phones.
Bill collector.
No, that's one of the phones over there. Then.
Yeah, that's one of the phones.
Oh, that's you. That Cash?
No.
That's Cash. Why not?
Hey, Cass.
Cash
calling
calling
him.
him.
I don't know. Someone.
Oh, we're live right now, so
Oh, yeah. Cass is trying to be on the show.
Yeah, so
Trying
we're
to pull
gonna-
him in.
I don't think it was him.
he on the phone. That's his
know.
face.
He was on the phone, but he wasn't the one that made the call.
Hang up in his face.
He on video.
I know, but I'm trying to think why he. Oh, and by the way, since we're waiting right now, if you have a telemarketer call your house or call your phone constantly, answer the phone like this. Hi, this is Bob's Butt Plugs, Sex Toys, and Free Weight Loss Enemas. I mean,
I came with the cash.
think about it. Piss them off. Waste their time like they
Cash.
was yours.
I'm here.
Oh, there we go.
Hey.
Hey,
What up, Cass?
What's on, Cash?
Trying to tap you in, connected.
So,
Okay, that's weird because I'm looking at it on YouTube and Lightning just finished her beats.
Well, it's gonna be a delay, sir.
yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So you just slow down. You're here though.
Yes, you're here with us.
So you're gonna hear yourself later. Don't get scared. I'm just saying.
Yes.
I'm going to tell Tweezy I emailed you one of my poetry pieces too.
Oh, nice.
Well, we hear that now.
Okay.
Tweezy hears it too.
That you could play during the commercials.
That's not gonna happen this particular set, but next week we'll have you together.
I just was letting you know.
Oh, that's beautiful. Tweezy got it. I was just relaying the message that was relayed from our producers.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes. So, Cass, you got any questions for Cass Lightning?
Sure. I got one question that I wanted to throw at Lightning. I was, when I first came on the set, I was around Twisted and Kaiser Riff a lot, I have to tell you, they spoke real highly of you. Personally, I hadn't seen you perform until I saw you. I think you had came up to Special Times with Unlimited.
Okay.
And I saw you and I was like, damn, I see why they on her like that. But then what, I don't know if it's because of the delay. I don't know if he asked me this question yet, so I'm going to ask you now. What brought that fire back to you to bring you back to the set?
To bring me back to the set? Oh,
Yeah, I know that you were performing, but I see you now, I know that you want to come back, don't you? Like, you hear that roar, you want to get on back in there, right?
yeah, so I think it just, I think it has a lot to do with, it's just been a journey. I've been performing professionally for over 24 years. I had the show that I did consistently for 7 years. And in the midst of that, I even think about like all the flyers that I've ever seen myself on and traveling from state to state. It used to be a point in time where I was barely here because I had a show here. You pop up and look, she was just here. She in New Orleans. Now she got a show in Vegas, and so you move around. So that was that era, So I've gotten married. I got grandbabies, So I have 5 grandbabies now. So it's just the game has changed, I'm definitely not performing as much as I used to. So I just get out and when I want to. Exactly looks like I told you last time when I was on your set at Tuesday Up and Smoke. When you coming back, whenever I want to, I decide what I'm gonna do, So if it's something that interests me or I just want to check it out, I'm gonna show up, So that's it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. But I tell you what, from where I sit at, I believe we need you to come on back. Because it's just the power that you bring to the open mic community.
Thank you. Well, I will I'll put this buzz in your ear. It's not official, but I have been hit with a proposition. So I'm considering doing something. So just know that it will not be weekly. It will not be weekly. I am indecisive right now if it might be monthly. But I am kind of cooking up something.
Let us know.
Again, I'm going to say your presence is greatly needed.
Thank you.
Because we got, it was like you was talking about it earlier, and we need that energy, that vibe that you bring back to the open mic, and I need you to come back to this road.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that. And you know what I missed? I love performing. I'm always gonna perform in that's gonna be. I don't think that'll ever go away. To whatever capacity. But what I miss the most, I miss hosting. Like I believe that I am a really, really great host. And when you look at variety of hosts and, especially if a host is a performer too, they try to hog the stage or, make it all about them. And it takes a certain kind of person to keep the show going, put a blurb in, but still be entertaining at the same time. And
So true.
I do that, you know, and every time I host an event and I'm laughing and people are laughing, then I'm like, I should look at being a comedian. And I'm like, but I'm not that, I wouldn't be funny as stand-up, you know, but
Yeah.
I've got that quick wit, you know,
Yeah.
with the, and I'm,
Just start writing them jokes down.
and, yeah, I know. Yeah, I probably could. I don't know. I'm going to holler at my sister Emerald because she is a phenomenal poet, and now she is doing comedy too. You know, but so you never know. But I missed hosting because
think-
you know.
All of it, because I actually thought about doing stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
Well, you can ask anybody
Some
around
damn
the table. I sit around all day and I just come up with stuff, so I'm gonna go on and let you know sooner or later. I'm gonna throw something at you, but I just want to let you know now. Here comes the boom.
All right. I'll be ready. I'll be ready for the skit. I'll be ready. I know you be doing them skits. I'll be ready.
So I will be coming at you. Like I said, I understand what you said that you want to come out when you feel ready, but you know I'm always coming up with ideas, so I might be coming at you with something I need you to do too.
Well, I'm always open, so just let me know. Let me know.
All right. Well, Kaiser Rivers, I know y'all got some questions for it, and I'm gonna hang up so I can hear these questions and hear these answers. But it's always a pleasure talking to you like that. You are a legend here in St. Louis.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So it's all good. And I'm gonna tell you now, you guys looking great. And Casmo will be back there next Wednesday.
All right.
All right.
All right.
So you can slide sometime.
I'm gonna sit outside, smoke a whole lot of weed, and come back in. How about that? Tell me what the fuck I want to do.
All right, Cass.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Cass. We love you.
Call me so I can throw my 2 cents in.
We appreciate it.
Talk to lightning. And I love you guys.
Love you more.
Y'all keep doing what y'all doing, all right?
All
All
right.
right.
Love, peace, and sue.
I came with
Bye.
him.
I mean, I know he understand that's from his era.
Oh.
We just work with them. You hear me? We just work with them. That's
I'm
all.
trying.
That's all. That's
I'm
just-
trying. He won't be here next week. I got this.
I know. Give them the business. Fuck it. I got a question.
Yes.
Do you got any pointers for the posts that are coming up?
Stay humble.
Okay.
Stay humble. You know, and if you do, because as much as I've done and continue to do in community and performing and the people that I know, I still remain humble. You know, I have never come across like you all say that, you know, like you're this or you're that. You know, I say things that I own. I'm confident, yeah, and call it cocky, whatever, but I'm confident, you know. So I just see that some of the artists that, and you know, if their friends, their closest network tell them they're good or they're great, then all of a sudden, oh, I'm the king of the city or whatever, you know, and that's the wrong attitude, you know what I'm saying? Like and another thing, be prepared, because I've gotten asked a lot, well, you mind, you know, can you talk to me, or would you listen to this, or would you critique me or whatever, and I absolutely don't mind doing that, but you got to remember, I'm solid and I'm truthful. So I'm going to tell, if you ask me something, I won't volunteer to hurt your feelings or anything, you know, I'm not that type of person, but I say things with tact, you know, so if you ask me, I'm going to give you my honest truth, you know, so if it's whack, you should work on it. You need to work on it, you know what I'm saying? But I think that's the biggest thing, is remembering to stay humble and remembering to get information, do your research, understand, you know what I'm saying? Like, understand why you're doing what you're doing. What is your purpose? You know, I think it resonates with me with spoken word and poetry and performing, that I have the ability to make a difference just by my words. You know, that's impressive. You know, that you can hear something that will resonate with you and say, well, you know what? I ain't dealing with him no more, because I am this. You know, I was listening to Lightning, and she said, "Don't fall in love with potential." So I'm through with that. You know, or whatever. You know, because so I'm helping. You know what I'm saying? So
I remember that piece too.
you know, so that might have resonated. I've heard it so many times. You know, where people have said that. You know, like that changed my life. And I think one of my most memorable moments I wrote a piece because I have an estranged relationship with my dad. He's no longer with me now, but that as a child, my biological father was not in my life, you know, and I had a stepfather, you know, and then it was crazy because my stepfather was my abuser, but that was the only dad I knew, you know what I mean? So it was a lot of stuff there, you know, but I wrote this piece called I'm Bitter, and it was actually to my dad. And I did this piece on stage one day, and this man came up to me and he was crying, and he was like, "You're my daughter," you know, and I was like, no, I know my dad, you know, I know him, you not him, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He was like, no, that piece you just did, that's my daughter. My daughter is bitter. And I mean, he was boo-hooing, you know, and he said, just hearing that piece, I don't care how much money it costs me. I don't care what I got to do. I'm going to get in my daughter's life. And that was powerful. You know what I'm saying? Right there at that moment, because I truly believed whatever he needed to do, he was going to make it his business to be a part of that child's life. Because that's important, you know, regardless of what goes on with parenting. And if you can't co-parent or whatever the situation is, you know, it's not fair for the kids because they end up being bitter.
And that is why you never retire a piece.
Exactly. So, Lightning, can you do that when we come back from break?
Sure.
All right, we're going to come right back. When we come back, Lightning's going to do this wonderful piece. And just before we go, I was going to say that key to one of successful shows is Lightning.
Thank you.
I asked her before the break to ask if she performed the piece Bitter. So we're going to let Lightning do her piece before we close out the show tonight.
All right. So this is living rewind in the brain. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Don't tell me things because you think that's what I wanted to hear that day. I'm older now, so I don't trip as much. But when I needed you the most, my heart you chose to crush. You did me the favor when I closed my first home. Well, what about teaching me the ropes about this shit called being grown? My mother left you, but that was between y'all. Damn, Daddy, you didn't even call. Even when I tried to reconnect, thought you'd be proud I was a graduate, you neglected to represent my half of your descent. You know what I resent? It's the time we never spent, the places we never went, the conversations getting me equipped. I'm bitter. I'm bitter that your other daughters got the benefit of real daddy parenting. Your presence at parent-teacher conferencing. And can't forget about your involvement with extracurricular activities, keeping the mind of your offspring free from iniquities. Because an idle mind is a devil's PlayStation. So instead of, I don't remember the rest.
Hey.
Yes. Do you get healing from writing?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I think, as I mentioned casually, and I can say it casually, you know, that I have gone through molestation and I've raped and, you know, I've gone through some things. So the piece I wrote, Daddy's Girl, that was my healing as well, you know. Man, I hate when I can't get through a piece.
Let me ask you, do you think there's a
That
book in the
annoys me.
future? Do you think there's a book?
Yes, I need an account. You know what? You're going to assign yourself and be my accountability partner. I have been writing a book for about 5 years. Real talk. I have. My husband bought me a special laptop just to write the book. He asked me every day, you gonna open the laptop? It's set up. I got it all together. So, you know, I got to do it. I've seen it. I've seen the vision. It's big. It's huge. It's like it's super big. Like God has really showed it to me. You know, I see the cover. I have the name of the book. It's going to be a bestseller. Like it's going to be like the biggest thing ever. Like, you know, and this is real talk. And a sister called me a couple years ago. I know this young lady. But I don't know her. Like, we just know each other. She called me one day, and she said, I hope you don't think this is weird, but I got a message for you. And I was like, no, you know, what's the message? You know, she was like, write the book. And she didn't know nothing about me writing the book or thinking about the book or nothing. She was like, it's the book. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, wow. And I've had random people, like, just tell me that.
So what is you waiting on? That's what that sounds like. That's the question that needs to be.
I know.
What is you waiting on? You better quit.
I know.
I think that we all need to write a petition. Say, Lightning needs to work on this book.
I do.
And everybody signing it, and then
I do, because the whole concept, you know, I just need to, I gotta practice what I preach on that one, because I got to just do it. Like, I can encourage you and tell you to keep it moving and keep you motivated, but
I get it.
me, myself, I don't know. But you know what? So I've here lately, as it pertains to this book, I was asking myself the question, why haven't I? Like, why haven't I? Because I've already seen it. I told you, I see the picture, I see the book, I see the cover, I see it. Why haven't I? Then I think I was battling with myself, because it's basically my life. It's basically my journey of all that I went through as a child and the progression, you know. So it's coming, because it is a story of a journey of this to goddess, to deity, you know, to royalty, you know. So it's coming. And I think what I've battled with, but I say myself, what I've battled with is wondering if it's just that interesting. So what's so different about your story that's going to entice people to want to buy it, or
Yeah, I think
you know,
we all had that.
outside the buzz of it's going to sell just because Well, Lightning got a book. You know, all I want to see, especially if it's my story, you got to know. Oh, I've been wanting to know about her or whatever. You know, I don't know. But I guess I'm just battling myself. Like, is it interesting enough that the buzz will go? Even though, and that's just dumb on my part. I can call myself dumb. You know what I mean? It's dumb on my part because God has truly told me. So maybe this might be the break point. You know what I mean? Like, I am continuously opening up because all my chakras are aligned. And the only one that gets topsy-turvy is my throat chakra. Of all the chakras, as much as I talk, much as I speak, as much as I tell my truth, my throat chakra is locked a lot. So this is it. I am speaking it of what I need to do so you all can remind me of what I said and I can play this back and remind myself that I just need to do it.
I want to say that is a battle because writing your own, you can write anything else. And it's so easy, but when you talk about your own personal life,
Yeah.
that's the challenge. But you know what? You can't rush greatness. So
Yeah.
No, you
I
take
think
your time with it.
Yeah.
See, like me, my whole thing with writing a book is I focus on concept.
Yeah.
I want, like, I can tell y'all now, my book will be called Unfinished Stories because a lot of the pieces that will be in that book will be unfinished pieces. Because I go through my Facebook history, memories, and I see pieces that I wrote that I never put down anywhere else but there. And like, oh, I wrote this when? Like, wow, okay. I done seen a whole lot of pieces that I've forgot. Like, I seen one today called Live. Then I'm going to post it. It was in my memories from, I can't remember how many years ago I wrote it or started writing it. But I was like, damn, that's a dope ass piece. So that's my thing. It's just, I'm taking all my Facebook memories of pieces that I wrote.
Yeah.
And I'm going to pull all those in, and of course some of them I'll end up finishing. But
Yeah.
I
That's
never
dope.
rush anything.
I like that.
Because like I said, I wrote that piece called The Strength. That piece took 7 years to write because it wasn't, I never
Well, the
took time.
dopeness on my end is coming. I promise. It's coming.
I'm going to hold you to it. So, y'all got any more questions for Lightning before we go?
No, I asked
Ray, you smoking
mine.
with me?
Whoa, no, I don't smoke.
Yeah, you don't smoke? No, my
No.
bad. I thought everybody
Don't
smoked
do
cigarettes. I thought everybody smoked cigarettes.
I quit smoking cigarettes. Look, I'm hitting my vape.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I ain't got enough for
I'm the
you,
only
my
smoker
bad.
on the stage.
They might sell
I
some
guess I'm the only
loose and
smoker
stuff
on the
at
stage.
Store though.
Oh.
I'll let you do that. You want to close us out, 16?
Sure. Common ground. Welcome to the city. Welcome to the city in which the good die young and you're lucky if you can make 21. You see, if you live by the man who lived by the gun, then you might catch a straight one. The streets be mean, and what this means is the world is cold and there's no umbrella strong enough to stop the rain when it's pouring. The only thing coming to the one snoring is a dream. So wake up, it's dinner time, and here's the food for thought. You see, they hustle on the corner. They get it in, they get grimy on the corner, but they seldom realize that death is around the corner, and when opportunity knocks, niggas seldom answer, so the tumor grows like cancer through our communities. What we really need is more unity, but in the streets it's either you or me, and I'm tired of these casualties. We got 14-year-olds caught up in drive-bys and 11-year-olds laid by hillsides, because in some cases you got siblings racing siblings. In other cases, mama fails to be a daddy and daddy fails to be a mama. The drama of the inner city leaves that glass half empty, half full, but one thing is for sure. The glass is wet, the temple is set, and the clock is ticking. You see, our leaders for today are lost, and it seems as if the way is nowhere to be found like common ground.
Yes.
Snap, crackle, and pop. Thank you.
Yeah. Take them
Well,
snaps.
I want to thank everybody who was here tonight.
Yes,
everybody
love,
supposed to be here,
love,
supposed to be here. Our special guest, Lord Lightning.
Thank
Yes,
you.
thank
You
you.
for coming out.
Thank you, thank you, thank you,
Cass,
thank you.
Thank you for calling in. Soldier by Blood is where we at on YouTube. As
Yes.
well as
And all you
Google
tuning
Production.
in, thank you for tuning in. Tell a friend to tell a friend to next week. Tune in.
Hashtag Poetic Digest.
Yes.
Love and respect.
Love, peace, high grease.
There you
What?
You tried testing my jig. Nope, you didn't get me.
Fresh melodies played on the piano. Verses written in a matter of minutes. Bridges are carried over to extend the song. Choruses were made for everyone to know. Repeating the first verse as the last verse. This is the beat that flows through my heart. It's what I sing about when we were apart. You the first rhyme heard in my head from the start. The same tune I use in my dance. Give me a beat. Let's play this song in the streets. I hum this tune in my sleep. I know the rhythm arranges better than you were at counting sheep. Music takes over my soul, makes me mind. Music is to me like football is to do. The sound grows my soul. And with that being said, give me a dope beat. Relax and melody with them badass horns and screams, along with some down bass, with some green percussion and some of my favorite instruments. I'll start the first line to the verse. You bring the background vocals in on the chorus. Then we'll switch over to the bridge. And don't forget my dance break. It's an MJ thing. And let this beat keep playing. It don't fade. Leaves me lost in rhymes. From music is my universe.
this go to?
It goes out, where it's good.
But where do it go to?
You go to that, and it goes to
So it's straight from this to the computer?
no, to the next one.
To what? To what?